Hey guys, this is Mrs. Pirtle, and I just want to go through a couple of these systems of equations examples with you to help you along with your homework. So when we graph a system of equations, we want to first look at our equations and make sure that they are in slope-intercept form, which is y equals mx plus b. Okay? And we see that these are because the y is all by itself on the left side. So we're ready to graph. And when we graph a linear equation, we always start with our y-intercept, which is the b part of our equation. So for this particular equation, our y-intercept is positive 3. So we want to plot positive 3 on the y-axis. All right, our y-intercept is always on the y-axis. And this sign right here will tell you whether it is positive or negative. And this one is a positive 3, so we plot a point on positive 3 on the y-axis. From here, we plot the rest of our points using our slope. And in this equation, my slope is 1/2 or up 1 over 2. Okay, so from our y-intercept, we are going to go up 1 over 2 and plot a point, up 1 over 2 and plot a point. And once we've plotted 3 or 4 points using the y-intercept and the slope, then we can use our straight edge to line up our points and draw a line through our graph. And you want to use a straight edge because, of course, it makes it more precise, especially when you're looking for one particular little ordered pair on your graph. And then you want to draw your line long enough so that it goes all the way across your graph and gives you room to intersect with another line. Okay, so here's our first line. Now our second line, you guys will recognize this equation as a special case because we have y equals 5. So our y-intercept is 5, but you see we have no slope. We have no m and no x. So what type of line is that going to give us? A horizontal line with a slope of 0 because we have no slope in our equation. So let's go ahead and plot positive 5 on the y-axis. This just means, this equation means that for every value of x along my line, for all infinity, my y value is going to be 5. Okay, so no matter what x is, if x is negative 10, or if x is 0, or if x is 10, my y value is going to be 5. So I can go ahead and plot a couple of other points at y equals 5. It doesn't matter what the x coordinate is. Once I have a few points plotted, again, I can line up my straight edge, draw a line through my points, and there's my horizontal line, where y is always equaling 5. Now I see that there's one point here where my two lines cross each other, where they intersect. And this point is 4, 5 on the coordinate plane over here in the first quadrant. X is 4, y is 5. This is where they meet. And this is my solution. The solution to this system of equations is 4, 5. Now I can check to make sure I solved correctly and that my solution is correct by taking my x and my y and just plugging them back into my equation up here and seeing if my ordered pair makes my equation true. So if I plug 4 in for x and 5 in for y, it should be true. So 1/2 of 4 is 2. Plus 3 is 5, and then we know that y equals 5. So we did solve correctly. All right.